Gaudiya Vaishnava ki, all glorious devotees, all glorious devotees, all glorious devotees, all glorious Shri Guru and Gauranga. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 4, Text number 8. 7.4.8. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namastutyam.
Narayanam Namastutyam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudiraye.
Tato Jayamudiraye.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam.
Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Nirmittam Vishwakarmana.
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayantam.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayantam.
Ayatanam. Aduvasya Akila Riddhimat.
Adhyuvasa
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam.
Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Nirmittam Vishwakarmana.
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayatanam.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayatanam.
Adhyuvasa Akila Riddhimat.
Adhyuvasa Akila
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam.
Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Nirmittam Vishwakarmana.
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayatanam.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayatanam.
Adhyuvasa Akila Riddhimat.
Adhyuvasa Akila
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Devodhyana Shriyajustam. Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Nirmitam
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayatanam.
Trailokya Lakshmi Ayatanam. Adhyuvasa Akila
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Devodhyana Shriyajustam.
Adhyaste Sma Tripistapam. Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Mahendra Bhavanam Sakshat.
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana.
Nirmitam Vishwakarmana.
Trailokya त्रैलोक्यलक्ष्मी आयतनं
त्रैलोक्यलक्ष्मी आयतनम्
अद्युवासाखिलतिमत्
अद्युवासाखिलमध्यमम्
देवोद्यानश्रियादिष्टम्
देवोद्यानश्रियाजुष्टम्
अद्यास्ते स्मातृपृष्ठपाम्
महेन्द्रभवनं साक्षात्
महेन्द्रभवनं साक्षात्
निर्मितं विश्वकर्मणा
निर्मितं विश्वकर्मणा
त्रैलोक्यलक्ष्मीं जातं
त्रैलोक्यलक्ष्मी आयतनम्
अद्युवासाखिलं
अद्युवासाखिलतिमत्
देवोध्यानश्रियाजिष्टम्
देवोद्यानश्रियाजुष्टम्
अधस्ते समतिपस्तिपम्
अद्यास्ते स्मातृपृष्ठपम्
महेन्द्रभवनं साक्षात्
महेन्द्रभवनं साक्षात्
निर्मितं विश्वकर्मणा
निर्मितं विश्वकर्मणा
त्रैलोक्यलक्ष्मी आयतनं
त्रैलोक्यलक्ष्मी आयतनम्
अग्नु साक्षात् अद्भुत
Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. Hiranyakashipu, who possessed all opulence, began residing in heaven with its famous Nandana garden, which is enjoyed by the demigods. In fact, he resided in the most opulent palace of Indra, the king of heaven. The palace had been directly constructed by the demigod architect Vishwakarma and was as beautifully made as if the goddess of fortune of the entire universe resided there. From this description, it appears that all the heavenly planets of the upper planetary system are thousands upon thousands of times more opulent than the lower planetary system in which we live. Vishwakarma, the famous heavenly architect, is known as the constructor of many wonderful buildings in the upper planets, where there are not only beautiful buildings but also many opulent gardens and parks, which are described as Nandan Devodhyana, gardens quite fit to be enjoyed by the demigods. This description of the upper planetary system and its opulences is to be understood from the authoritative scriptures like the Vedic literatures. Telescopes and other imperfect instruments of scientists are inadequate for evaluating the upper planetary system. Although such instruments are needed because the vision of the so-called scientists is imperfect, the instruments themselves are also imperfect. Therefore, the upper planets cannot be appraised by the imperfect men using imperfect man-made instruments. Direct information received from the Vedic literature, however, is perfect. We therefore cannot accept the statement that there are no opulent residences on planets other than this earth. Om Ajnanatimirasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayamrupa Kadamahyam Kadati Swakadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Ura Padamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saragana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Savarnadamita Shri Vishakhanvitashta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyarevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas So last week we were discussing Urvashi is cursing Arjuna, then Indra adjusting that curse to 1 year. Later on, Indra instructed all these Vajrastram and all these Divya Ayudas, then how to Prayoga, Upayoga, how to release and then how to retract also. Everything he said. Then he instructed Chitrasena to teach Gandharva Vidya. Gandharva Vidya means both dancing and singing. Both sing like that. Chitrasena Gandharva is very expert like that. That is why we say when somebody is singing very nicely, we say he is singing like Gandharva. Right? It's a Gandharva Vidya music like that. So according to our estimation, Arjuna stayed in the heaven planet for 5 years. Right? So this heavenly planet's description is there in Bhagavatam, in Mahabharat also. So very beautiful planets. There is no dirt, no kachra, and then no bad smell, no pollution, right? And no suffering. Those who go to Nandana, they don't experience any old age, disease, all that, hunger, thirst and all that. Then the steps of King Indra's residence were made of coral. The floor was bedecked with invaluable emeralds. The walls were of crystal and the columns of Vaiduria stone. The wonderful canopies were beautifully decorated. The seats were bedecked with rubies, and the silk bedding, as white as foam, was decorated with pearls. The ladies of the palace, who were blessed with beautiful teeth and the most wonderfully beautiful faces, walked here and there in the palace, their ankle bells tinkling melodiously, and saw their own beautiful reflections in the gems. The demigods, however, being very much oppressed, had to bow down and offer obeisance at the feet of Hiranyakashipu, who chastised the demigods very severely and for no reason. Thus Hiranyakashipu lived in the palace and severely ruled everyone. So Hiranyakashipu occupied this heavenly planet once upon a time. That's the description. Like that. So otherwise everything is made of emeralds, rubies, diamonds, like that. There is one very beautiful scenery, like last week I have explained. Arjuna occupying half of the kingdom, half of the asan, Singhasan of Indra. Like that. So at that time, Romasha Maharshi, who is a very great sage, Devarshi, he visited Indra's palace. Like that. Shh. My dear in the Mahendra, for thousands of years, one who does tapasya, that to ekagra chitta, with ekagra chitta, Gora tapas, all these munishwaras, all these munishwaras also, they cannot enter in your presence. They cannot enter your presence. So that is durlabha for them. It is durlabha for them. But who is this Mahapurusha who is occupying equal, sitting with you on your singhasana? He is also shining like, lightening, like that. Then Tapasavaranya means best of the tapasvis. Right? Best of the tapasvis. In Prachina Kal, there are two personalities have appeared. There are Nara Narayana Rishis. Out of this Nara Narayana Rishi, this Nara, Arjuna. Nara appeared as Arjuna. जगह नहीं है, नीचे बैठना पड़ेगा. लेट आए तो ही होता है. So he is Arjuna. He was born with my Divyamsha. With my Divyamsha. Then he pleased Parvatipati. Then he obtained Pashpatastra. So I kept him here for Deva Karya. Nivata Kavachas, there are some demons who appeared. They are troubling us. So Arjuna with his Apurva Divyastra Shakti is going to remove, annihilate all of them. Nivata Kavach, 60,000, like that. So then, like this, Indra was describing Arjuna's Mahatmya, and then he requested Ramash Maharshi that his brothers, they are in Kamyavan. They are eagerly waiting for the Arjuna's arrival. Please go and inform them that Arjuna is very safe. He had obtained all Divyastras with whose help he is going to annihilate Bhishma, Drona, Karna and all other great Veeras. So very soon, for them, 1 year means, 1 day, 6 months, 1 day, So for Indra, another 6 years, something like that. 6 years, that is, another 12 days. That's why he said very soon. Very soon. Yudhishthira Maharaj will defeat all the kings, all these Duryodhana and all everybody. He will obtain more opulent kingdom than before Raja's sacrifice. Don't worry. So just assuage them like that. So meanwhile, even though Dhritarashtra Maharaj and Duryodhana and all, they were sitting in Hastinapur, and this happened in Amarloka, he got a news. Right? He got a news. We don't know, right? We are all very foolish. We are actually very satisfied with our mobile phones, getting some stupid news from all over the world. इसको मारा, उसको मारा, उसका रेप हो गया, इसका रेप हो गया, यही न्यूज़, राइट? सुबह सुबह उठते ही उधर स्ट्राइक हुआ, इधर स्ट्राइक हुआ, ऑल दिस, नथिंग एक्साइटिंग. They information technology, they, right? What benefit you get, right, by knowing somebody is raped? They're all over there, this flash. So and so is murdered, right? But they are getting a news sitting in Singapore. What is happening in the Swargaloka? So there, Dhritarashtra Maharaj, he is conversing with Sanjaya. Arjuna is already powerful. Now he pleased Parvatipati and obtained Pashpadastra. He pleased Mahendra and he obtained Vajrastra, Aindrastra, Vayuvyastra, Varanyastra, Kuberastra. All these astras he got. Now how can anybody stand in front of Arjuna? Right? So, not only that, Arjuna and others, Satya Nitya Satya Vak Paripalakas, then Sadachara Sampanna, and what is impossible for them to achieve anything in their life. So I am very, very worried. So that, how can my sons stand before Arjuna and Bhima and fight? I think very soon I am going to see the dead bodies of my sons, like that he was lamenting. And Sanjaya said, ये तो युद्ध क्रीड़ा खेलने से पहले सोचना चाहिए था ना, right? So Sanjaya said, all this is because of your upeksha. Upeksha means
Not listening.
negligence. Upeksha, negligence. It's all because of your upeksha. When Duryodhana and Dusasan, they were insulting Draupadi, you kept quiet. You allowed this again Yuddha to happen. So, then as usual, Dhritarashtra was, like broken record. You know what is broken record? Huh? Huh? Previously that gramophone record. So प्यार किया तो डरना क्या आता है ना, फिर वो आगे नहीं जाएगा. प्यार किया तो प्यार किया तो प्यार किया तो प्यार किया तो ऐसा ही बजता रहेगा. That is called broken record. Have you heard? Broken record. Like that, like a broken record. He was always saying, Dhritarashtra, मैं क्या करूँ? मेरा दुर्योधन मेरा बात नहीं सुनता है. He would listen only to Shakuni, Dushasan and Karna. What to do? So, the Yudhishthira Maharaj, meanwhile, he was very anxious. For every minute they are spending as if like 1 year, looking. They all have so much love for Arjuna, so they are actually missing him, feeling separation from him. Then Bhimsena assuaged his feelings. They said, don't worry, he is Parakrami. So they also got a news like that. So meanwhile, Bruhadasva Mahamuni. Meanwhile, Indra advised Romasha Maharshi, please advise Yudhishthira Maharaj along with his brothers. They should visit all Tirtha Yatras. By visiting Tirtha Yatras, unlimited sinful reactions get nullified. Right? That is why instead of attending marriage ceremonies here and there, March Mahina, we should go to Tirtha Yatras. Right? Then our Brihadasva Muni, then he also advised, to associate with great sages and all. Of course, he is already doing it like that. So, Brihadasva Muni, he visited in Yudhishthira Maharaj in Kamyavan. So, so Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Brihadasva Muni, is there any king like me who existed, who lost all his wealth, kingdom, then had to stay away from all relatives and friends and consigned to the forest, suffering like this? Is there anybody? Right? Many people, they have this, why me? Right? Why me? Is there anybody who is suffering like me? Everybody is enjoying. Actually, grass is green on the other side. Nobody is enjoying. Everybody has their own share of their problems. That is why when we meet somebody, we should not narrate our troubles. ये हो गया, वो दवा लेना पड़ता है, ये दवा लेना पड़ता है. Right? After 45-50 years, कौन सा दवा लेना है, यही डिस्कशन होता है. वो डॉक्टर के पास गया, ये डॉक्टर के पास गया, ये हो गया, राइट? ज़्यादा डिस्कस नहीं करने का. So then he said, Maharaja, you are living like a king. You are staying with your wife, you are staying with your brothers. There's so many sages are accompanying you. Yeah. Right? We have seen in Kamyavan, Yudhishthira Maharaj ka Bhavan. You remember? What do you remember? What is special on that day? Bolo, Sushil, you didn't come. What is special that day? Small boys, they are narrating. We all gave so much money, donated. I think 1,000 rupees we gave, I think. So you are living very nicely, comfortably. Why are you complaining? Have you not heard about Nala Maharaj? Nishadadipati, Nala Maharaj. He also played gambling match with Pushkara Maharaj. He lost everything. Then he lost his wife also. He became separated from his wife also. Then he alone, then he lost his form, beauty. Then he experienced Dussaha Klesha. Dussaha Klesha means unlimited suffering. Okay? Unlimited suffering. Oh, really? Okay, bata. Somebody is, when we are under such circumstances, if I fail, if my friend also fail in the exam, thoda passive. Mind will be pacified, right? If my friend has got number 1 marks, then I failed. अरे दुख हो जाता है. लेकिन my friend also failed. That means थोड़ा
विचार करके विचार करके
उप शांति. वो तो बता. How many of you heard Damayanti story? Anybody heard before?
The yacht is black and we not recognize. लेकिन उसको कुछ एक विद्या आता है. From that she recognized him.
Yeah, this is a very famous story, Damayanti story, Mahabharat. There are many movies also they came. Movies also were made in Telugu actually, Damayanti. And also, it is benediction is given that if anybody who hears this Damayanti pastime story, they will not be affected by Kali's ills of Kali Yuga. Relieved from the ills of Kali Yuga. So here very carefully. आज थोड़ा narrate करेंगे, but बाद में next like that. निषद देशाधिपति Nal Maharaj. His father's name is Veer Sena, and very opulent king, the master of many Akshoni Senas. He would look like Navamanmadha, most handsome person in the world. Very handsome. There are many certain handsome personalities like Pururava. He is a Chandravansha king. And then once he was residing on the Ganges, he took bath and he was there, staying there. Then Urvasi was going. Then of all the Apsaras, Urvasi is the most beautiful one. Ramba Urvasi, Menaka. Yes. So Urvasi, she saw Pururava and then she became attracted to Pururava Maharaj. He is so handsome. Otherwise, many times I told you, they look upon human beings like Idas, But Pururava was so handsome that Apsara like Urvasi became attracted. It's always mentioned. While getting married, we should not accept any conditions. That marriage will bound to fail. So Pururava also became very attracted to Urvasi. Then he became not only attracted, became enchanted by her. Urvasi, and she kept on two conditions. She has some. She was taking care of some goats. Bakra. He has to protect them. Then he should not be without clothes. Other times, only like that. He immediately agreed. Then दोनों को पता नहीं चला तीनों रात का बीच में They were enjoying like anything. Then many years they spent together. Many years they spent together. And Indra did not like, Indra started missing Urusi. अरे उर्वशी स्वर्गलोक में नहीं है तो अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. Then they must have watched एकता कपूर का सीरियल और कुछ साजिश बनाया. बनाया साजिश रचाया बनाया हाँ रचाया साजिश रचाया. Then so one day they made a plan. कैसा भी करके he would make sure that he broke the principle, that conditions. So one day night they were enjoying. He was not wearing any clothes, and some Gandharvas they came and they stole those goats. And then she started crying. Oh, she is also part of the Sajish, you know. Ekta Kapoor. And she started crying. अरे मेरा पति नपुंसक है. He is not able to protect my goats. Huh? Then he took a sword and then he ran. He was not wearing any clothes. Then immediately they lighted up. Bulb jala di. ऐसे नंगा है. मैं जा रही हूँ. छोड़ दिया. Break up. Then he became mad, you know. Then he was all over. Like became like a Devadas, going all around searching for Urusi. So Gandharlok, you know, she is from Gandharlok, you know. Then again, you know, she met in Haridwar. After 1 year he met her. And again he fell at her feet and then he started begging. Then you can read in 9th Canto Bhagavatam. You read? 9th Canto Bhagavatam. She was shocked, you know, Maharaj, you belong to Chandravamsha. How you became so impacted like this? She is the one who told that, you know, you should never trust a woman. She told, she tells that the woman, she cannot forgive even a small offense also. She cannot forgive small offense also. And then, in order to fulfill their sense enjoyment, she will be ready to kill even her own husband. Even the husband is sadhu. Like that. She tells many things. So I am very surprised. Why are you doing like this? Then you worship, you know, Gandharvas. They will give me. And he worshipped Gandharvas. And Gandharvas gave a duplicate Urvasi. Duplicate Urvasi. While sleeping with her, he recognized that she is duplicate Urvasi. So at that time she indicated that she was pregnant actually. She was pregnant. Then that is the end of Satyuga, and then Treta Yuga entered. And then he is the first person to perform yajna. Aila is also known as Aila Gita. Aila is known as Aila. Ila, Ila's son is the son of Ila. Then Chandra's grandson is actually very handsome. Chandra is very beautiful. Anyway, he then he obtained Urusi again. He went to Gandharva. So this is later on he realized his mistake. Then in 11th canto Bhagavatam we read Aila Gita. He condemns himself that what a fallen person I am, that I have run after a woman like this. He condemned himself. Then he instructed all of us that, don't do this, don't run after a woman like this. So this is I wanted to tell last time also, Urvasi. That is the prehistory of Urvasi. So Purura's descendants only Arjuna. That is why Arjuna was looking at Urvasi. Right? So then he was thinking, my ancestor's wife, so many thousands of years back it happened. How she is looking so young. Like that, that's why he was checking out. But Urvasi thought that he was interested in her. Like that. Anyway, that is the. So like this, there is history. There are some handsome people were there. So one of the most handsome personalities was Nala Maharaj. Nala Maharaj. So Nala Maharaj, but he has one weakness. What is that? He is very much fond of Dyuta Krida, gambling. So meanwhile, Vidarbha Desha, Vidarbha Desha? Where it is Vidarbha Desha? Kundinapur, right? Maharaj Bhima Bhupati. So it's a long time back. For many years they didn't have children. Then meanwhile one Muni came and then he blessed them. Then they got one daughter, 3 sons. Sons' names were Dama, Danta, Damanaka. Then that Rajkumari's daughter, Damayanti. Extraordinarily beautiful. Extraordinarily beautiful. Miss Universe, a real Miss Universe, not like our. Of course, Aishwarya Rai is okay, but there is one lady, Manushi Chillar karke. I was wondering how she was elected, How she is Miss Universe. I don't know. But this lady, she is extraordinarily beautiful. Then this word has spread that Damayanti is world-class beauty. Then all the princes all over the world, they were all hoping against the hope that I will get the hand of Damayanti. Oh. Everybody, like that. Then meanwhile, Meanwhile, Nala Maharaj also heard about Damayanti. And Damayanti also heard about Nala Maharaj. Both of them developed feelings for each other. Typical love story. Right? Then, that time there is no WhatsApp messages and telephones and all that. But they have a system of sending a message with the words they used to speak. Right? So one day, Nala Maharaj, he was playing in his garden, and there are very beautiful Rajahamsas. They came flying. Then one Nala Maharaj, somehow or other, he caught hold of one Rajahamsa. Swam Rajahamsa. Then immediately he said, "Oh Maharaj, why are you catching me like this? Why are you troubling me like this? If you leave me, I know what is in your mind. That you like Damayanti, right? If you leave me, I will take your message to Damayanti." Then immediately, the talking birds, they are talking birds. And immediately, somehow or other, that Rajhamsa reached Damayanti. Then all her Sakhis, they were trying to catch her, but they could not catch. But she willingly came and then surrendered to Damayanti. And Damayanti, I know what is in your mind. I brought a message for you. What? And then she just started describing Nala Maharaj. Aisa dikhta hai. And he also fell in love with you. He is always thinking about you. So when she heard the real description from somebody, then she developed so much love, that she started feeling great separation from Nala Maharaj. Then day by day, she was actually becoming weak. She is losing her weight thinking about Nala Maharaj. Immediately all the Sakhis, they went and reported to Maharaj that aisa hai. Your daughter fell in love with Nala Maharaj. Then she is feeling great separation. So do something about it. Okay, then I will declare Swayamvar. So, when at that time Narada Muni went to meet Indra, Maharaj Indra. Indra said, "Devarshi, what is the news from the earthly planet?" Previously, very interesting thing. Previously, there are so many kings, they would fight wars and kill each other. And those who die in the war field, they come direct to Swargaloka. But nowadays, I don't see anybody coming to Swargaloka. What is happening? No fights is happening. Arey Maharaj, kya bataye? There is one very beautiful girl, Damayanti. All the kings, they gave up their arms and they were doing Nam Japa of Damayanti. Nam Japa of Damayanti. Oh, really? Aisa hai. Okay. Then, when is her marriage? Then Indra said, I am also interested to marry Damayanti. No, you have no chance. I said, what happened? She's already seeing Nala Maharaj. Nala Maharaj also loves her, and then she also loves him. I think I know all that. I don't care. Then four of them: Indra, Agnidev, Varuna, and Yamaraj. All four of them are interested in Damayanti. All four of them. What they did, they immediately went and met Nala Maharaj. Nala Maharaj was very shocked. Indra, Varuna, Agnidev, Yamaraj, all demigods there in this palace. क्या हो गया? We have some work with you. Can you do for us? I said, yeah, of course. अरे देवता लोग आए और पूछे हम मना कैसे करेंगे? I said, okay. You have to do one thing. Please go and meet Damayanti and describe our glories. And convince her to marry one of us. So बेहोश हो गया. How it is possible? देवादिदेव Mahendra, आप जानते हैं, you are Deva. You know all our minds what is happening, and you know that I love Damayanti very much. Then she also loves me. How you are saying, how you are giving this job to me? How can I do this? Maharaj Nala, we heard that you are Satyavak Paripalaka. You are very attached to following your Satyavrat. You have promised us that you will do my job. So how can you go back? And Maharaj said, how can I go and meet her? Because so much security is there, they will kill me. That don't worry, we'll take care. You just go straight. Go straight to Damayanti's palace and then tell about us. Nobody can see you. So Nala Maharaj was helpless. And immediately as soon as he went there, then nobody was able to see. He just went directly to her palace. Immediately she asked, who are you? He said, I am Nala Maharaj, Nishadipati Maharaj, Nishad Deshraj. Immediately she fainted. Then she became to consciousness, and then he told what is this, why he came. Then she said, this is anyaya, injustice. You already know that I have so much love for you. I have nobody except you. I am just sold out to you. I cannot marry. Then he told her, how can you refuse? I am like a cheetah, in front of Indra. How can you refuse Indra? Devadidev Indra is coming and wants to marry you. Vayudev wants to marry you. Varunadev wants to marry you. Yamaraj wants to marry you. In front of them, who am I? Then she said, if it is so, I will jump into the fire and die, but I will not marry except you, anybody else except you. Maharaj Nala Maharaj is so very happy that हाँ प्यार है. Then don't worry, I will take care. She said, don't worry, I will marry you only. You know, don't. I will marry you only. You just don't refuse me. I will convince them. I will convince them. Then from all over the world, people came. The princess came. Everybody was eager. She will marry me. She will marry me. And she knows I will marry Nal Maharaj only. When she went to put garland around the neck of Nala Maharaj, to her shock, there are 5 Nala Maharajas sitting. Exact. No difference. Then she told, if at all I am a pativrata, if I had only loved Nala Maharaj, and if there is nobody in my heart except Nala Maharaj. आजकल का तो बचपन से सलमान खान का इसका पोस्टर लगाएगा फिर वो पतिव्रता कैसा रहेगी. Right? So she prayed to Indra that if at all I am Pativrata, I don't know anybody except, I don't have any relation to anybody except Nala Maharaj. Let all the other people assume their original forms. And immediately all of them, they assumed their original forms. And then Nala Maharaj was sitting there and then she could garland. Hare Krishna. प्यार की जिद.
सच्चा प्यार.
सच्चा प्यार.
सच्चा
सच्चा प्यार. फिर कहानी में ट्विस्ट है. कहानी में ट्विस्ट थोड़ा मेंशन करके अगला हफ्ता. कहानी में ट्विस्ट क्या है? Indra, Varuna, Yamaraj and all, they were going back. Kali Purush and Dwapar Purush, both of them are coming. Indra met, he said, Kali, Mr. Kali, where are you going? Are we are going for Damayanti Swayamvar. बेवकूफ, हम उधर से आ रहे हैं. हम उधर से आ रहे हैं. तो already she refused, rejected all of us. She married Nala Maharaj. आप तुमको क्यों करेगी? तुम्हारा अपना आईने में शक्ल देखा. मेरा एक friend, he was after one girl. Then one day, finally, she said, so you meet somewhere. And then, अरे वो आई थी, आईना देख के चली गई. She gave a mirror and gave tender. क्या मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया. आईना कुछ बात नहीं किया, कुछ नहीं किया, आईना देख के चली गई. अरे आईना इसलिए देखे, अपना शक्ल देखो. He became so angry. How she can, reject you and marry ordinary, human being Nala Maharaj. ऐसा तकलीफ दूंगा उसको कि I will destroy his happiness. He just developed animosity towards Nala Maharaj. Indra said, अरे तुमको क्या, हमको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, we are very happy. Why are you bothered? नहीं, उसका दिखाओ. Next week we'll hear what he has done to Narmada. Kali. And the Dwapar Purush helped him. So today we have special prasad. और माता जी का 71 day before yesterday she celebrated her 71st birthday. So we'll pray to Radha Rasbihari to bless her with Krishna consciousness and long life by chanting Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So 11 तारीख याद है ना?
कैसे बोलेगा?
Feast of the year.